Yo, what up, though? It's your boy Rekatron. I got ourselves a BIS list, a gear list, the best gear, and I just want to do a quick video just showing the gear, nothing else, you know. Just kidding! Boom! Okay, Big Pole gonna get a fatty crush reset? Hell yeah, we getting a crush reset. Yo, give me the reset. Reset! Hey, what's up, guys? Right now I'm going to be going over our BIS list, and I've collected a lot of really good gear. I'm going to go over some tips on how to get it. But first, I wanted to show the website where you're able to find your BIS gear for really any class. It is called bisbeard.com. It's the first Google search. And then when you get to this website, you want to go to Koa. So I click on Koa. And it'll ask you to create a character whenever this loads up. And I'm just going to do one for barbarians right now, since this is what this video is going to be about. But you can apply this to any class: Tinker, Pyromancer, Chronomancer, any class. So create a character. Okay. And then I'm going to put in Rekka Strong, because I already have one. And I'm going to click Barbarian. All right. And then I'm going to click Troll, since I have a troll, and then you get this empty page. Okay, what am I looking at here, Rekatron? I don't even know what I'm looking at. So this is the class talents, spec talents. This is a headhunter, and this is ancestor. You want to know what your BIS for barbarian is. And you're like, okay, well, these slots are empty. What do I do? If you click on each slot, the first item is the BIS item that you can get. Now, a lot of the items that you can get pre-BIS or pre-raid BIS is going to be crafted gear, like this Warbear Harness of the Beast. And you look at it and you're like, oh, stamina, that's cool, but what's the agility and attack power? So on any crafted piece, you will get random stats, and it's pretty much just RNG. I haven't crafted any of my pieces, but I have bought them off the auction house. Now, they don't have to be perfect stats. They just have to be valuable stats. So if you're going around on the auction house and you're looking for something to buy, hit rating's really good. And pretty much, like, that's cool that we have a BIS list. You can click through all these things and figure out what you want. But the main thing that you want to be doing is playing around 8% hit. So 8% hit is what you need to hit raid bosses in general. And when you're gearing up, you really just want to get to 8%. Maybe you can sacrifice like 0.5 if you're kind of just not doing any raids, but you should be trying to gear up, getting ready for Molten Core, getting ready for Onyxia. It's important to get that 8% hit right before we get to raids. Before I go over the gear that we got, I want to talk about the reputation gear. Now, reputation gear is the best gear you can get before you go into Mythic Plus and into raids. It's item level 71. This is the strongest axe in the game that we can use. It's really, really, really good stats, but it's tied behind getting exalted with Timber Maul Hold. Now, I have some other gear here that is tied behind reputation, and you guys really need to be farming Timber Maul Hold and Cenarian Circle. That will give you the most amount of BIS pieces possible. And when you're farming your rep, you're going to need a aura of reputation and a potion of reputation. These two things can stack. So the Potion of Reputation and the Aura of Reputation can stack. As you can see, the Potion of Reputation is about 20 gold right now. Oh crap. And the Aura of Reputation is about 238. I paid 250 for mine, so these are dropping in price. Now, the best way to farm your rep and to make it as cheap as possible for you is to make a group of 5 people, type in your guild, Ascension chat, newcomer chat, and say, looking for more Timber Maw Hold Reputation farm, splitting aura, bring your own pots. And so that'll cut the price down for you by a lot, and you want to be the person to buy it because that aura will stay with you. So if the group leaves or whatever happens, you'll still have it on your character. But you split the aura 5 ways, everybody else brings their potions. Now, when you're farming Timber Maw Hold, you're going to want to have a group of 5 people, and you are all going to be going around killing those furbolgs, picking up the feathers, and you're going to be turning in, I think, 5 at a time for 900 rep. And what I would do before you start farming Timber Maw Hold is to complete all the Timber Maw Hold quests. That includes the Dwarf in Winterfall, and that also includes the Furbolg in Winterfall. Try to do all those quests because it'll give you a big chunk and it'll save you less feathers that you'll need. It took me about 160 to 180 feathers without doing any of the main quests. Definitely start with doing your quests, but this is going to be your BIS weapon. Unfortunately, the reputation gear costs a lot of gold. This cost me 200 and something gold. This cost me 200 and something gold. This is like 150 gold. This was like maybe 200 gold. So you're going to need a lot of gold to also buy this gear from the reputation, but this is your BIS gear. So farming your reputation is extremely important. Do that before you really kind of do anything once you get to level 60. I think this is probably the most valuable time spent. This is better than any mythic weapon that you can get in dungeons. So definitely getting Timber Maw Root Cleaver is priority number 1. So I also wanted to throw in some secret tech. Not a lot of people know about this, but if you go hit escape and you go to interface and then you go to combat, an area of effect indicators my spell, and you can change the opacity of that. What that does is it shows an indicator of your crush, and it's really, really good, man. Like, this indicator has helped my crush values in dungeons so much. I swear, this thing is the juice. Alright, now I'm going to go over the gear that we got, and this is pretty much going to be around near BIS. I might be wrong, but this is just what I've seen success with. We are running the Tethered Leather Hood. We're running the Memento of Quel'Thalas. This is a 60 Badge of Triumph neck from the vendor for heroic gear. This is Death's Clutch, Cloak of the Shifting Sands, Exalted with Shanarian Circle, Karaji Tracker Vestments, Bracers of the Eclipse. Now I need to upgrade these to Mythics now that Mythics are out, but it's not that big of a difference. It's really not that big of a difference. It's probably a couple stats, but I still need to do it. I got Doomhide Gauntlets from Kazakh. And now this is your best in slot belt, and this is a crafted belt. Now you'll see the Superior tag right underneath the blue text. It says Superior right above Soulbound. You're going to be looking at these belts on the auction house. You're like, okay, why does it say Superior? The reason why is that crafted gear can get upgraded 2 tiers. With for leather gear, it's called the Rugged Leathered Upgrade Kit. You apply 2 of these to a crafted item, it'll go to like greater and then superior, and superior is the max, and you're going to want to do that to your crafted belt. I got the I got the fur-lined leggings from Timber Maw Hold. This is also another crafted piece. The Azerothian Diamond Ring, this is a Badge of Triumph ring. Another Badge of Triumph ring that I bought, but you can also get it from dungeons. I got Grace of Herald. I got this. I was lucky to getting this drop, and then I also got Hand of Justice. I also got lucky with this drop as well. Now this is your best in slot throwing weapon for Berserker or for Brutality, just because we're just using it for the stats. I'm already at hit cap. A hit rating on this is really strong, but the same thing with the Superior. You need to buy the blacksmithing version of the Thorium upgrade kits. So that's the gear that we have right now. Running 20% crit, unbuffed. but with agility buff, we have 24% crit. So also another really good way to get quick dungeon gear is to queue up lower Skullomance in the specific dungeons. I was running Mythics yesterday, but Mythics aren't available right now. But I can queue for Mythic, so I don't know what's going on there. But if you make a group and you queue lower Skullomance, you go straight to Raz. I'll have clips of that running behind me, and you can just kill him. You get really quick badges or marks of triumph, and then you get the end of dungeon completion cache, and you can get really quick gear that way as well. Outside of that, in terms of farming your gear, like if you don't want to do any dungeons first, you can always just do the daily quest board. These can be repeated up to like a maximum of like this number, I think. And you can just complete them, and you can get like a full set of heroic gear before even stepping into a heroic dungeon. So I want to do like an updated like single target guide, because I feel like I really screwed up in my other video, but I didn't realize that we could have outrage up at all times. I thought like the internal cooldown for the reset was like not going to be able, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. But right now I'm going to give a demonstration of like what it can do. Right now I just have my agility up, and I got you know, whatever, my gear on. So you're going to start a fight going in like this. You're going to, let me put my crush on my bar. Crushy boy, crushy boy. So you're going to want to start the fight with Unbridled Rage, going with Crush, and you're going to want to start your every single target fight. You're going to want to have Outrage every single time. Save it for bosses. Don't use it on trash packs. It's going to be really hard to use this in dungeons because, well, you're not going to use it on packs, but you can if like the run to the boss is really long. But you're going to want to save it for a single target. This is such a strong cooldown, especially with Bloodthirsty. Like, you have 40% crit and 40% haste, full uptime for an entire boss fight. So I'm going to start the rotation right now. I'm going to go Unbridled Rage, pop my cooldown, and we just spam Ancestral Strike until we spam Ancestral Strike and smash until we get the Ancestral Strike buff from Sustained Strikes. And then you can throw in some crushes in your rotation. Still haven't gotten the proc yet. Still waiting for that proc, but as you can see, Outrage has been up this entire time, and like I'm just spamming at least 3.7k on a dummy with no raid buff. So we got the Ancestral Strike, now we just spam Ancestral Strike, and not even worth casting Crush during this. Just now you can actually cast Crush, but it's kind of like most valuable type of like situation. But I'm pulling 4k single target outside of a raid boss, and like as you can see, this single target's insane, bro. Like the potential of a barb, just it scales so well, and you know, this is very good damage. This will be good in any of your raids. We're not even in execute phase, and you know, we don't have any raid buffs. I'm critting for 4k with Ancestral Strikes, 4.1k with smashes. I'm critting, let's see what we crit with Crush. I crit 9.7k. So, you know, like, Barb single target is just going to keep getting better and better. And there's also a bug fix coming out where I guess Ancestral Strike and Smash aren't properly scaling with strength. And when that buff comes out, Barb might be like top 3 single target. But I'm in conversations with a very powerful man, probably strongest man on Ascension right now. And anyways, this is kind of just a single target breakdown, and I just wanted to really throw this in the video because I feel like this is very important information to put out there. So I'm just going to talk about Barb's DPS in dungeons and in raids. I'll have a clip going of what I was doing in Lower Skullomance. So Crush is our biggest AoE. It's our biggest single target hit for pre Decapitate, and we really shine on packs that are like 10 below, 15 below, but on packs that are like 20 plus, Crush damage actually gets cut in half. You do hit everything, but since rely on the crush getting reset to do really big damage. On big packs like at the beginning of the dungeon that I do, I can't really break over 10k AoE consistently unless I get a crush reset. If I get a crush reset, I literally double my damage. So, you know, don't get discouraged on like huge, giant 20 plus pull mob packs, because you're never going to shine in that. Where barbs do shine is 10 under every single time. Every time I pulled, we pulled those packs right before Raz, I was pulling 10k every single time. I'll go over, I don't have the details logs for them right now, but you'll see them in the clips, and I'll zoom in on the damage. But those are the packs where Barb really does shine, and I think that's where Barb will be really good in Mythic Plus, because you're always going to have 30-second big burst cleave, and you're always going to have a big AoE stun. So if you want to feel good playing Barbarian in PvE, Dungeons is where it's at, with crush resets, big giant crits with utter devastation, and it just feels so much better once you get gear. The more crits you're throwing out, the more energy you're getting. There's a talent that gives you energy whenever you crit. I don't know where it's at, but what I've found is Hodyr's Wrath is actually really good. So you can combo this up right after you cast the crit crush. So like you cast crush, and then you cast Hodyr's Wrath after that. You can do like 25k burst with that. It is really, really strong. But not only is it really good for AoE, it's very good for execute. So going into execute phase, you can throw 2 decapitates out, Hodyr's Wrath to max energy to another 2 full energy decaps. It's very, very strong. But I do think that Barb's entire DPS revolves around their group comp. If you have a tank that can group stuff up easily and you get maximum value out of your crushes, that's really good. If you have a Knighted Zoroth in your group, you're very happy, because they can apply armor pen and they also give you a strength buff. Any attack power buff you can get, any attribute buff you can get. We are not good in caster comps. For us to shine, we need to be in melee comps. The more melee in our group, the better for us. It also, our break will buff them. So in High Mythic Plus, when you probably want to be applying break, it's going to benefit the group more. So you want to be doing melee cleaves as Barbarian dungeons. When it comes to like world bosses and raids, it depends on the group you're with. Like if you can get 2 outrages in a fight, it's pretty decent, but the faster the fight is really good for barbarians. I'm going to show the logs of this guy called Pem, and he pulls like 5.4k or something, or 5.6, maybe even 5.3. But if you look at his breakdown, it's all ancestral strike, and it is incredible how since the fight is quick, you pop your outrage at the beginning, and then you get so much crit with the Bloodthirsty. You get 40% crit, and we already have 24 baseline. You're gonna get a lot. I think you can get like 30% crit in raids with all your buffs, and then the Strider proc gives you 5% more crit. So you're gonna be walking around with 85% crit on Ancestral Strike. And with sustained strikes, the faster the fight, I think, is actually really good for Barb, because the more Ancestral Strikes you can fit in before decap, and with all of them critting, it's so powerful and strong. But literally in execute, you're just getting your energy back through your cooldowns, through crits, and through smash, and Hodyr's Wrath. I don't think we run Hodyr's Wrath for a single target, but you definitely just spam Decapitate. So going forward, like the next video I'm gonna make is a little secret one, but for those who stayed to the end of the video, if you are playing Barbarian and you are tired of Brutality, you want to play Headhunter, you want to play Headhunter in PvP, this is your best throwing weapon in PvE and PvP. That's all I'm going to say. I'm ending the video here, guys. You guys have a great night. I'm going to be releasing some PvP videos here coming up soon. And right now we're sitting at a comfortable 1602 in 1v1s. Pretty proud of that because I'm playing at 126 MS. So I'm a big boy and I like big toys. And when I come around, I make a big noise. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm also going to be playing classless like a degenerate. So see you guys on classless. But I'm always going to be making barb content. I'm always going to be playing Koa. Love you guys. Bye.